35 years ago when I started here, we were getting $500 an ounce. Well, right now we get 3 times as good, right? We have record high gold prices. So the more material we run, the better we're likely to do.
After 2 disastrous seasons, King of the Klondike Tony Beet is hoping to make a comeback.
Last year we didn't have a great season, but this year with the gold price being up, we have a trommel going already. So we're going to see if we can make 3,000 ounces on the hill this year.
8 weeks into the season, Tony's fixed his trommel and is running mega cut pay dirt, which he hopes will deliver his 3,000 ounce season goal. But he's not stopping there.
At this gold price, we're going to have to open up new ground quick. I mean, it is now or never, right? I'm going to go and have a chat with Minnie, look at some maps, because we really need piles of dirt. Hey, Minnie.
Yeah?
Have a look.
What are we looking at?
Got to figure out where we're going to open up some more ground.
Really?
Fuel is low, gold is high. So if ever was a time to take a gamble, then now it should be it. What about that we're looking at for the last 30 years?
Where you've been dumping stuff?
Well, we put overburden that 30 years ago. We mined all 4 sites, so why wouldn't the center be any good?
Are you gonna test it first? You think it's worth it?
Well, the only way you're gonna find out is if you put an excavator in there and dig it up. Like I said, with the gold price, we can do it right now.
Well, then you better get on it.
Okay, so if you get out of my office, then I'll get out of my
gone.
office. There you
I'm
go,
leaving.
let's go do it.
400 yards from Tony's camp is his potential new ground at the heart of Paradise Hill.
It's always nice to have more than one cut open.
To search for the buried pay streak, Tony brings in his 460 excavator.
Cut! Did you see that? It works out pretty good. Well, when we started the hill 30 years ago, we needed a place to put the dirt. So we planted it on top of this section over here. All the brown up on top is all overburden that we put there before.
To get to the pay, Tony will have to literally move a mountain. When he opened his first cut on Paradise Hill 30 years ago, he piled the worthless overburden on top of virgin ground. Since then, he's mined around the waste site, piling 50,000 yards of overburden, enough to fill 15 Olympic swimming pools, on top of what could be a massive layer of gold-rich pay dirt.
I do remember mining in front of it. I remember mining all the way around it. I just don't remember how far in we mined up to it. I'll just have to dig around and figure it out. Gold price is up, fuel price is low. So if there was ever a time that we could profitably take this out, then today will be the day, I think.
Tony's looking for the gold-rich virgin ground, indicated by lighter coloured gravel, which should be underneath the overburden.
We're getting some gravel, which would be a good sign, but that doesn't necessarily mean that there's virgin ground. I don't think we're gonna get lucky over here. Well, let's see what we're gonna find down here. I mean, you can feel it when you dig it. If it is virgin ground or not. So let's not get too excited too soon. Let's have a look. See, bingo. See that? See, you see it plain as daylight, right? The white gravel has gold in it, the brown gravel is useless. We definitely have a sliver of pay sitting right there. The trick is how far in does it go? It could go in 10 feet, it could go in 40 feet. That's the thing you don't know.
Tony's hit a pay streak. But to find out how much gold it contains, he must now remove 50,000 yards of overburden.
My mind is pretty much well made up. If we strip this and we sluice this, that could be a nice little piece, really. It's almost kind of like a piggy bank that I left behind 30 years ago.
If Tony's right, this piggy bank, buried for 30 years, could be worth over $1 million.
Hey, Monica D. Copy, Monica D. Copy.
Sure do, sure do.
Will you get over there for a minute, please?
Okay, I will be there shortly.
Hey, what'd you find?
See, there might be a whole layer of pay underneath there yet.
You guys put all this overburden here, what, 30
Yes.
years ago?
Yeah,
You don't remember what it looks like?
No, all I know is that we did put a cut on the far side, but as to how far and what we left in between, no, not really.
Okay, are you sure it's gonna pay out?
Well, we'll see.
Costs a bit to put a D10 in there for a couple of days, though. I know fuel's low right now, but it still adds up.
I know. Sometimes you gotta gamble a little bit, dude. So I'll take the chance on it. Let's make it disappear and find out what's underneath it.
All right.
Okay, let's go. Let's make this happen.
2 weeks ago, Tony gambled on Monica's hunker cut.
9.92.
It didn't pay off.
We cannot afford to run any dirt with no gold in it.
Now he's rolling the dice again. Moving the overburden will cost more than $100,000, and failure will set him back by at least a week. This season is already short, so it's time he can't afford to lose.
We've got a good 30 feet, maybe 40 feet of overburden that needs to come off. Tony seems convinced that there's going to be a lot of pay here, but I don't think so. We'll see.
By the end of the week, Tony Beet has completely mined out the piggy bank cut.
Good
Okay,
now.
let's go.
Let's get this show on the road.
The Beets family gathers to find out if Tony's gamble paid off.
What's been happening this week?
Decided to go back on this side of the hill. 30 years ago, put a lot of overburden on this side. When we started the hill, we had to put it somewhere. And there's a whole slice of white channel gravel left in there. So I've always been curious to finish that off. Today with the gold prices up there, so why not do it?
So you've got 4 rock trucks, 2 hoes, cat day and night. It's a lot.
The cost of getting down there was pretty high.
Yeah. And then you had myself.
That's expensive.
Let's first see if we recover the money we stuck into it. That being said, let's wait it. Are you ready?
Let's do this thing.
Tony needs 85 ounces to cover his costs.
30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 105.20.
Worth almost $185,000.
Not as much as I thought it would be. Memory didn't quite serve me right. So we spent, give or take, what, 150,000?
So, and you made about 185 on gold, so
So we kind of covered our ass.
you covered your ass.
Tony's profit on the piggy bank is just $35,000.
You know, you were all set and sure that you were going to make millions there. You think you know what's under the ground.
Well, this goes to show it's not a sure thing, right?